Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another reading for Aries. This will be for the month or the mid-month of October to mid-month of November. We're incorporating the two eclipses. The first one we had was in the sun. It was eclipse of the sun, and that took place in Libra. The next eclipse on the 28th or the 29th, depending on where you are, will be seen in the sign of Taurus. So we're going to have the weight of Taurus backing up this moon eclipse. It's going to happen in I'm not going to say when, time and such. This is depending on where you are, but for Taurus, it is going to affect everything about our well-being, our health, what we eat, what we drink, what we say, the exchange of monetary gain where you go to work and finding work and changing work, etc. But it is more along the lines of personal. You look into how you are dealing with your health, because it is based on your well-being, on your monetary gain as well, if you're changing jobs. So for Aries, I'm just going to cut the deck a couple of times. I don't know, I just feel inclined to. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe. What are the important messages for Aries, incorporating the eclipse, the changes of the eclipse of the sun will now be affected by the changes of the eclipse of the moon? It's a constant flux of change that we're going through, and this is important for our spiraling up, our personal growth, our evolution, personal and collective. So the layout is still the same, Aries. I haven't changed that, not planning to just yet. The first line is all about you, the viewer. And the second line is about the significant other, if there is one. If not, then it's anybody you're crossing. Again, if you are a cross watcher looking at this, then you fit yourself into the first or the second line. Just want to see how this is shaping up. I've been having a bit of trouble with my angle to get you to see the cards better. Looks like it's going to work this time. Yeah, it's getting better. A little more work to do. All right, Aries, I've noticed all my readings have grown longer, and I don't know why. I feel like I go through them fast, but then when I'm done, it's quite long. So we'll see where this goes. Sorry about that. I just had a little bit of a disturbance, but we'll take it from here. So we see at the bottom of the deck, it's the Queen of Swords. Starting off with our Knight, Aries, an offer. Someone wants to make an offer. You want to make an offer. This is all about you. I'm going to get an overall read real quick here. For satisfaction, conversation, it's passionate, making changes. Either waiting, because you're waiting on something, waiting patiently, waiting for that creativity, for that satisfaction to come in. You're waiting for an offer. And if it doesn't come the way you think or want it to, you will change. You will move on. If it is that you're looking into education, like you're waiting to be accepted into school, then your determination and drive to take you there, you will. And you will learn. You will move on to higher education because you're passionate about it and you're looking for that satisfaction. Seems to be a very simple, very much lighter read than the last readings I've done. Everybody has their turn, and this again is going to bring us from the mid of October to the mid of November. Of course, the play out won't really take place or change won't take place until after the eclipse. So we're looking at the end of November, and that'll spill off into December as well for some. So here we have the Emperor healing. That's interesting. Healing conversation. So maybe that offer that you're making, it's going to bring down a tower on the ego for someone else because you're making an offer. The tower comes down, so ego is broken somewhere and healed for betrayal of a queen. There's conversation in that, so maybe that's where the offer comes in. It's a sign of forgiveness too, wanting to forgive. We have a 10 of Cups here that's broken, so there is a wanting to be in a relationship or a wanting to mend and heal a relationship, because we have that here. Speaking truth, and this Knight of Swords seems to be moving around in pretty much all the readings, where words need to be spoken and expressed, and it's very aggressive, very angry, but this is not for everyone. That is what needs to be healed, that angry conversation or anger being expressed in a sense. It is healing. It is either the anger in itself is being healed, or the expressing of the words that heal the anger. But it is for betrayal. There is the anger in itself is for the betrayal, not to. It's very passionate too. That conversation, talking about betraying, it's building up. It's making plans. It's confusing here. We have to take cards on that. But overall, it's about the truth. The truth needs to come out, and there's a lot of swords here and a tower, so we know that truth is coming out. Well, the ending here, it's the Knight of Wands. That brings in the enthusiasm, meaning you want to move forward very creatively too, and passionately, because we have the Queen of Wands here as well. And the two knights, it just means that there's words and actions that need to be done, and it's building up. It's building up on what was done in the past. There's that love from the past, whether it's what you hold dear in the past that you're referring to now, you're reflecting off of, because that is what the first eclipse would have made us do with the seventh house, being that it was in the seventh house, the first eclipse, and it affected our relationships, brought into light. And this is probably where we have this conversation about ego. It's something, just ego keeps jumping out here that needs to be talked about, because it is what is causing a rift, or the rift in your relationships. You're not able to, I won't go there because I don't have enough cards for that, but it'll come up because you're not able to do something, and I can't see exactly what. And this is not for everybody. This is where you know you have to make amends with someone, and it's not happening in the way you want it to, and you're angry about that, and you need to heal that. That is what needs to happen. It's an offer that needs to be made, but it needs to be healed first. What is it in the offer? Is it the offer itself, or is it the way that you're presenting the offer that needs to be healed? That is what you need to determine, and this is what the eclipse will bring in. Again, it is I'm not seeing anything in particular about work, because this is more about relationship here, passion, your desire, what you want, what you hope to achieve, because this is that 3. That 3 here is you having plans that you're waiting to see come into fruition. You're holding out, you're waiting for something to come to you. And if it doesn't come, then you know you need to change direction and you're ready to do it because you have the passion within you. Aries, you're determined. It's normal. All right, so, and this is in general. Let's see what we have going on here. Oh, there it is, an offer. Stability, standing in your integrity, going around in your mind, thinking about walking away. Destiny. Destiny's taking you somewhere else. Destiny's making you want to move on and explore. But you're thinking about it. You're thinking in all kinds of ways. You're set. Your mind is set on I need to grow and change and become and have stability. Some of you are looking into divorce. Some of you are thinking I need to leave and get a divorce because she represents the divorcee, but she's also about truth and ready and waiting and open to receiving truth. Again, the determination and this passionate conversation, because it is conversation. And the conversation is talking about betrayal here. And that is what's frustrating you because there is talking about betrayal. It's a constant sabotage. And what is it? Relationship? Seems to be, because there's lots of swords here. We'll take cards for that. But we do have the king here wanting to, see again, this 5, everybody is in that. The first eclipse created an eruption in relationships, making us see where we are and where we want to be and where we're headed and where we are going as couples go. And if you need to leave and if you want to stay, and the arguments as to why and how, etc. That is what the first eclipse brought us. So now we're figuring out where we want to go and who we want to go with and who we want to be with. Aries, you make it so simple, but it's so complicated because it's relationships, and we have to take into consideration what other people want. Where's that 5? Here it is. The truth about what you really want, because this 5 represents either inner turmoil, where you're going over what you really want out of your relationships or with another person, or you're in discussion with other people. This is usually with other people, but because he's sitting here contemplating on what his truth is, he's deliberating with himself what to do with his queen on a simple scale. But then the card in itself represents other people, meaning that you have an opinion, another one has an opinion, and everybody wants to speak about what they want, but nobody wants to hear the other person, or nobody wants the other person's opinion to take the front, be in front, be on top. Everybody wants everybody else to follow their desire, their plan, their idea. But you have to come to compromise. Destiny says that you will move on, and you know who you are. If you are planning it or hoping to go somewhere else, you will. If you are thinking that you need to move on, well, it is because you want to stand in your integrity and have. And maybe that argument is where you're realizing that you're not getting what you really want, and it's not coming to you. You need to change your plans, and you will if you have to. Because you know the truth about your relationship. You know it. You want to be in one or you want to leave it, but you know what. You have enough information. You're focused. You're focused on being in a relationship and either starting up a new one or healing the one you're in because of love. There's that satisfaction for love here. It is around you. And you know who you are, because not everybody has the same caliber of healing in a relationship to go through. Either you're in the midst of figuring it out, or you've come to your decision to either stay or go, depending on where you sit. So we start with our Knight of Cups. What does this Knight of Cups represent? Oh boy, stalemate right there. Being stopped, being held back because of ego to bring down the tower. It's justified. This is a karmic relationship that you are either trying to heal or to make decisions on where you need to go, because you have to stand up and take back what was taken. Somebody has the upper hand, and it is justified because it's karmic, and it is all about the ego. Being bored, not aware of what you have, feeling like you have too much of the same thing coming around all the time, same thing, you're just tired of that, you want something else, or you're not aware of what you really do have, or that you feel that the person that you're with isn't aware of what they have with you. It's a sense of the way you're dealing with the situation, or the way you're being dealt with. You feel like you're not getting more than. And the question is, you're not sure if you really want, because of ego. But you will find your way to making your choices, of course. I mean, we all do in the end, but you know that you need and want stability. And that is what you're feeling like you're not getting that. You're getting everything else but the stability. That's your frustration here. That's what you're arguing or hoping for, waiting on. You're waiting for that either in financial stability or in a relationship, to find a partner who will bring in or couple you with that stability. You will bring an end to the cycle, and it is destined that it happen. You will find your way through this. This Four of Cups, okay, is a consequence to karmic justice here. Someone's taken advantage. There's an imbalance here. Someone's taken advantage, and you're bored with that upper-handedness. Someone overbearing. You're tired of that for some. And then there are others who are, again, you're not aware. You're missing something, or you felt like you missed your chance in a relationship for an offer that was blocked, because either you made the offer, because this is all about you, and you were blocked by either a person or just the universe, because this is karmic. It's just that you be blocked. It's just that you have to stand and fight to take back or get the chance to make the offer, because you feel like you're missing out, or you will miss out. You want that stability, and when it will come, because you need to be a little patient here, and that's what this is too, representing patience, because destiny will bring it in for you, and you will get satisfaction. You will have that passion, communication that you're really looking for, and creativity, and moving on, and making things happen, because that's Aries. You need to move, you need to have action, you need to make things work, you need to set things up, and when they don't come into fruition, well, your patience is lacking there. And that is another thing, where you're bored waiting. You see here? You're bored waiting for the stability to come in. But you will get your satisfaction. Let's take a look at see what the Ace of Wands represents. Again, it's a victory. It's a victory. You're going to get through. You're going to get over. You're going to overcome. You're going to overcome a loss. You're going to overcome that sense of lack, that missing. You're missing someone. Maybe your partner. Maybe you're missing working. You're missing action. You're missing something that's very passionate for you. You're missing it. You need it. You want it. But you're going to talk about it. It's going to be healing a disappointment that you had. Again, it comes back to the being blocked for an offer. Right here. That stalemate. Again, it's karmic justice that you go through this and get over your loss, your mourning. If you are in mourning, you have to get through that before you can move forward. You're overcoming it, because the victory is here. This is a truth, honest victory. Okay, where this one has ego attached to it, this one is all about the truth. Coming in with the Three of Swords, making it the Four, there is going to be a healing. And that is what this ace is all about, which is very good. It's very emotional for commitment, for change. Again, the transformation card shows up in every reading, one way or another. But it will come. You need to be patient. You just need to be a little patient. Let's take a card or two on that one, because I know, Aries, you're not very patient. Talk about patience and you start seeing red. So we'll just calm you down with what is this Three of Wands representing here? The imbalance, unfair treatment, needing to bring things back into balance. And if you have to leave to do so, you will. And Spirit is making sure that you go in the right way for healing. Again, it is a portal that opens up for you. Either way, this change is going to come in a sense where when you transform, the doors will open up. You just find your way. And when you come to overcoming, because by the moon, which is on the 28th or the 29th, depending on where you are, that eclipse is going to shift things and open the door for you. And that's where your healing comes in. You're going to be healing that betrayal that we're talking about here, because somebody's talking about betrayal and wanting to create that essence of betrayal. But you're going to overcome it, and not just overcome it, you're going to heal it. It's just going to be like either you're preventing it from happening, you're stopping it from happening. Things are going to make, the changes that are coming in are going to make you go in another direction completely. But you turn your back on that betrayal and have that passion for innovation and going forward and creating and making new things come to you. New energy will come in, and you will be able to take your lead and move on and have that enthusiasm. See, it's all the wands here. Very passionate, but not just passionate. It's creativity. It's invention. It's going into your own new world, opening up for you, because that's what the change will bring. Change will bring you to a whole new place. You may even travel. You may go somewhere. You may change location where you live. You want a new beginning, and you will get it. And you are very passionate about that change because you're working for it. You've been working for it. You've been waiting for it. Again, you've been waiting patiently, painfully waiting. Not even patiently. You've been trying to be patient. You've been fighting with patience, but you have been doing the work. So you will be rewarded in a good way because you want it. The key is in wanting it. If you don't want something, it really makes no difference if you get up and do or not, because you don't want. Let's take a look here. This is where other people come in, the second line. Let's see what this ego is all about. What's this Emperor? A new beginning. So the ego is going to be squashed to have a new beginning. Courage is going to take on that courage. So destiny is taking you to the point of change. It's ultimate change. You have, it's in that trine with Jupiter and Neptune and Venus. There's a trine going on there, and you're right in the middle of it, because on the eclipse, it's going to take place in Taurus. That's just the second house. You are the first house. So you are moving on naturally by sheer, I wouldn't call it luck, because of your birth placement. It's your time. Your time has come. The wheel comes in to show us two extremities. Either it's your time where you really have no control and all the good stuff that comes is coming because you were just born into it naturally, or you're forcing your way to make a change. And that's not the case here, because this is what I dug out of this offer. So that's what you want. You want to take the reins, like you are, Aries. You just take the reins and you go. Say, okay, I want to go here, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And nobody stops you, because you are the first. But the eclipse is coming into the second house. So that is going to affect you in a way. It's going to slow you down, make you think, make you pay more attention. You have to, because your future depends on your health and what you eat and drink and how you face your work, your working ethics. That is going to be a part of change to bring you into a new adventure and a new enthusiastic view, because your health is everything. If you don't have the energy, you can't move. But good news for you, Aries, your energy is pumping up. Like you're going, you're not losing, you're gaining, changing direction, taking away that sense of lack. There it is. That is why the ego is coming down, because the devil needs to come in and say, okay, you know what, this is too much now. Too much of not having enough, too much of not enough, too much of I don't feel good and I'm not good enough. And the devil is saying, no, you've had enough of that. This overindulgence needs to stop. You're going to have peace of mind. You're going to follow your intuition, and you're going to get your reciprocity, and you're going to get your just desserts. Look towards that moon and see how you've been since the last eclipse, and what you feel when you get around the 28th, 27, 26, 27. See how you're feeling, and because it is emotional, right? It is a moon, so. And you don't want to pay attention to your emotions. You will. Spirit is going to make you change your direction. That ego is breaking. Some of us do need that, but it's going to bring you to a better place. It's going to bring you to peace of mind. You don't have that Eight of Swords in it. I think I saw it in probably deep in the deck there. But yeah, it's going to bring you to, or someone, if not you, it's outside of you, but you, Aries, are affected either way. That conversation is going to break ego on both sides. Following intuition and having third parties be dissolved, if some of you are into that, or needing to step away from, but you're following your intuition because you know what you need, and you know that you will get what you deserve. You're counting on it. Now, let's take a look at let's see what the Seven of Swords represents. It's the Two of Wands. So making new plans. Again, this betrayal bit, making new plans, either to stop the betrayal or to create the betrayal. A third party situation is healing, making choices. You've decided this, or someone else has decided on the third party to be dissolved or to marry. Either way, there's going to be a healing. It's emotional, because we know that here. I'm just going to take one card. I want to see what this is here. Yeah, it's betrayal. Third party is ending. I love, because you're making choices. You've made your choice. You want to secure. You want to secure. Now, the plan that I see here, that ego and things that need to be healed, that transformation, that disappointment, is third party. It's third party. Now, the confusion that comes with the third party is where you see the betrayal in an offer that's fake, because it is to set up so that a third party can be secured in secret. That's the plan. That's why there's anger. That's why there's aggressive conversation, fighting, because someone wants a third party, and it's the partnership, it's outside of you. Someone wants a third party, or you are trying to set it up. Either way, you're a part of this third party, and you don't want it, or you don't want. Somebody doesn't want, whether it's you or the partnership. Somebody doesn't want, or the third party doesn't want to be in this fake relationship, because it's just a setup. It's a setup to have a third party in secret. And that is what you're fighting with. And you will fight, and you will change, and you will move on. If it is you that you don't want, somebody is moving on. Either you or the partnership. You know where you fit with this. I'm not here to judge. But it's going to end. Let's see what the swords, that Knight of Swords represents. Yeah, moving off. By the moon, that eclipse is going to shake this shit up. Sorry. But it is. It's gonna dissolve. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna work. There's a sacrifice for a new, going on your own. That's self-love. Sacrificing self-love. You will not. You Aries, you will not allow anybody to trick you, because you are willing to let go of the ego. You're willing to let go of what doesn't serve you, because you know the truth. You're honest. That honesty here is fighting words, because you move on at 9. You go, you know what, I don't need this. I can stand on my own, and I'll find what I really want, because you will. You have that drive. You are Aries. You teach all of the other signs what true independence is. Just know that. You are independent in your own right. You are there for that. That is what Aries is about. Standing up and being that maverick, going forward, taking that step into the future and doing it without 1 ounce of fear. There's no fear in here. You know what you want. And you know how to get it, and you're following the rules, because you see the offer that you have here. There's that 2 of Cups, See right here, 2 of Cups. Sacrificing a relationship. You're willing to do it for honesty, and you're gonna get your just desserts because you do that. Let's take a look at the Tower. What's this Tower representing here? Walking away, because it's destined. You're destined to do it, because you know the difference between right and wrong. You know what is good for you, what is not good for you. You're honest, and you know you're choosing to go off and be in a real relationship. That's what you're doing. You've been looking into it. You're looking in for the truth. You're getting the truth. Truth is coming to you. And you're focused on the commitment, on a forgiveness, apology. Yeah. Now, question is, will you be forgiven, or will you forgive? Because that's what you're contemplating here. But you're making a choice. You're choosing to go into marriage. Now, the truth is to focus on getting that forgiveness, or giving that forgiveness. And that's what the Tower will do, right? It'll bring down, all the truth will have no choice but to come out, because any relationship built on lies is just going to crumble. It's no foundation. Somebody's going to figure it out, and if it's you, woe betide the next person. Because truth will be had. And again, it's the King of Swords here, looking for marriage with his queen, making an offer to his queen with integrity. There's the 8 of Swords that I was looking for. We're working it out, but working it out and making the plans that will be solid for the future. So it's saying you're going to put down the burden, and you're going to have that clean slate. And that justice, not justice, well, it is justice, it's karmic, but that relationship for bringing in abundance and being stable with it, the passion is there. There's no denying that. The passion is here. All these wands showing up. including the King of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles over here. Putting down the burden, okay, and making new plans and doing it with the intent of true love. That Two of Cups there. And it's going to end with coming back to healing the love. All right, for one, I put this card. No, it's here. Okay. If just because we know that your wish is coming true to heal that love from the past. Let's just take a few cards on that 6. Yeah. Putting down the burden, manifesting, looking into, I shouldn't say looking into, it's having everything you need and knowing that you do. Because you go from the one, the magician who is determined and is able and capable and ready and very excited, because you are, that innovation is there, you have it within, to put down the burden. Like you know, oh, drop that, I don't need it. And you do it like a hot potato. That is quick thinking on your part, because you're manifesting to destroy whatever is not serving you, and to just, all right, I don't want to be in a third party anymore if you are in one, or I don't want to get into one, so you're just going to dissolve everything. Say, no, it's not for me. And then you're going to move on because of your innovation. Again, the wands are coming up here, Aries. You are in your right. You are moving forward. Nothing is stopping you, and you have everything that you need. Again, it's like a double. Destiny is bringing it to you, because of the healing that you're going to go through, and it's an emotional healing. Just leaving it there. It's an emotional healing. You have to get past what you've been through. It's a lot, but you're coming through with leaps and bounds because of your passion. So we'll take an oracle message just to round this off, because it's all coming around to the same. You're either getting out of, or getting into, or dissolving, going on your own. You know who you are. What is the oracle message for this reading, Spirit? I thank you for the sight here for Aries. Aries is determination. It's a true fire. Your spark is bright. You know what you want, and you're not going to stop. And if you don't get it, you're not going to give up anyway, because you don't. You're Aries. Aries doesn't give up. You're going to have some fun. You know, Mars is moving fast. I can't remember where I saw Mars. Anyway, you could check that. Just in astrology, just ask Google, where is Mars right now? You'll see, because it'll give you the gist of how this passion in you is, it's ignited, it's lit. You're lit, you're really lit. I'm ready, let's go. And you don't care. Well, you do care, but you don't stop to think about if you know, not that you don't care if you hurt anybody. It's self-preservation, but you're doing it with honesty, and you're doing it with creativity. You're being very creative in the way you maneuver through with other people to help them heal. Whether you know that you're doing it or not, your self-preservation is helping another get their self-preservation. That's pretty deep here. But then that is what the eclipse of the moon will bring for you. Again, it is dealing with Taurus. And that is everything that we have or need in our working life, in the way we live, how we live, what we eat, we drink. Yeah, you can breathe. Unfinished Symphony, yeah, you got to fix this. It's forgiveness that's going to happen. Whether you're forgiving or someone else is forgiving you, you're getting it or you're giving it because you're seeing your way through. And again, you're going through to the peaceful waters. Where did I see that? That card came up. Sorry, I just want to find it now. I saw it. I don't know where I saw it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Bringing in peace, that peaceful water. Going into having, there it is, the devil. Yeah, once you get through the, I'm not worthy, I don't have enough. Once you get past that self-pity, or someone else gets past the self-pity if it's not you, then the peace will come. Then the intuition will come. Okay, be followed to be paid off. Like you or the next person, depending on your situation, will have that, okay, that ego go. That's what it's all about. Letting go of the ego, taking on a new path, changing your life, changing the direction. That self-worth has to be, it has to be curbed, that I'm not good enough. No, they have to stop saying that. If it's not you, then it's the next person that you are dealing with. And there's where that forgiveness is. You take it as it resonates, because this is, again, with the third party mixing up. So let's see what breathe is. And before we get to the breathe, we had the 28, because breathing out is when you release and you let it go, and that's where you're going. See, you're letting it go, taking on a new life here. Change, breathe. 29, 28. So building blocks. So you were setting something up, strong foundations, beautiful work in progress. That's where you were. You were working on yourself. You were working on something, and then you met somebody, or someone came into your circle and disturbed something about what you were doing, put you into stalemate. And then there's arguments, and things are just going off in the direction that you didn't plan on. But then this will bring you to breathing out, patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. This is what you're fighting with. Spirit is asking you to be patient. Next eclipse coming is going to make that shift. You've been waiting. It says it right here. But you need to breathe while you wait. You can't just hold your breath. That imbalance will be healed. That final betrayal will ignite something new. You, Aries, will take destruction and build something beautiful out of it. Because that's your creativity. That's your passion. To make things happen. That innovator, that maverick. Unfinished symphony. There's work that still needs to be done here. You're not done with, if you're thinking of walking away from a relationship, you can't just walk away. You got to fix it first. You got to say your goodbyes. Get the closure. Unfinished symphony. Number 10. So we're going from, 29 to 10. So we're going in cycles here. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. That's it. You can't just leave things undone. You need to communicate with this person that you're not speaking to, or they're not speaking to you for whatever reason. I mean, there's no communication, and there needs to be, because you are looking for it. You have a wish for this communication. You need to speak to somebody. And in doing that, like here, see, communication. In doing that, you will have that change. Let's take a look again, just to see, overcoming that loss, being honest, talking about the disappointment in relationship with a commitment. That is what you need to have conversation, words about. You need to speak to that person. You will. Let's look at it in relationship here. So moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid. and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee for peace of mind. Accept matters as they are. Make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. So if you want to get out of a relationship or get into one, you need to fix whatever has happened in between. With that, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Aries, love and light.